Welcome back to more of our conversation with the Democratic nominee for governor in November, Jay Gonzalez. So, Jay, Governor Baker last week said he wants to make it easier for criminals accused of a felony to be kept locked up without bail if a judge decides that they pose a risk to the community. We've had, as you well know, some horrendous cases of people on bail for offenses committing horrendous crimes. Do you agree with that legislation that Baker filed?
I agree that it's worth exploring, expanding the circumstances under which judges can decide that someone's dangerous and should be locked up before their trial. Right now, the circumstances and criteria are narrow, and I think judges should have more discretion. Our number one priority needs to be keeping communities safe. But Governor Baker and I disagree in a lot of other areas on criminal justice. For example, he wants to bring the death penalty back to Massachusetts. I do not. I don't think, from a moral perspective, anyone should have the authority, including the state, to take someone else's life. When it's been used in Massachusetts, other states, it's shown to have been used in ways that aren't administered fairly, racial disparities in terms of how it's administered. So I am strongly against the death penalty, and that's one of many big differences between myself and Charlie Baker.
You know, he's got another ad running that came out right after the primary, where it's all about bipartisanship.
Yeah.
He's walking down the street with the mayor of Lawrence, Democratic mayor of Lawrence. Yeah. He's, you know the drill.
Yep.
What's your rebuttal to that, or is there one? Don't you applaud that?
Bipartisanship isn't an end in and of itself. It's a means to getting things done. And Charlie Baker's not trying to get anything done. He's a status quo governor. He's not asking the legislature to do anything. It's really easy to get along with people, and I've got a record of working collaboratively with the legislature when I worked with Governor Patrick, but I'm going to push the legislature to fix our transportation system, to fix our education system, to give every parent and child in the state access to high-quality child care and preschool.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but just because we're running short on time, you mentioned transportation.
Yeah.
You said he hasn't tried to fix anything. Hasn't he tried to fix the T?
No, he has not been nearly ambitious enough. This is the #1 issue I hear about everywhere I go. People are at the end of their natural tether when it comes to dealing with our transportation system. They can't depend on it to get to work on time. We need to invest more in the system. And I will fire Keolis, the private operator of the commuter rail system, and stop Charlie Baker's trend of trying to privatize the system. I'm going to have direct control of it, and we're going to make sure the system works for the people of Massachusetts.
I thought I'd heard everything. I've never heard the phrase natural tether. Real quickly, where does that come from?
I have no idea. I heard it somewhere.
It's a good one. Jay Gonzalez, thank you.
Thank you, John.
Good luck. We'll see you on the debate stage later on.
Look forward to
this year. Likewise. That's it for me. Now I'm going to send it back over to my colleagues for more WBZ News.